keep telling y'all we need to hire people off of merit and not just based off a skin color quota. We have a DEI hire who used to be a manager at not only Facebook, but also as Nike. She was sentenced to 5 years in prison for stealing $5 million from those companies.
It is furlow-smiles. It is Barbara Furlow-Smiles. This is our real name.
And I'm the marketing genius, so he brings it home. And literally, he brought on a basic one. And you know how women do. I'm like, we got to take it to the next level. Really, the reality is I wear makeup. I like to be fashionable. So I didn't like what was out there. And so I'd been complaining for a while. And so I saw the vision. And so we looked at our last name. We got the name together. And then, you know, with me getting my MBA from UCLA, we went right to the registrar's office to trademark. And then what we found out is that over 10,000 people were already on game two. So there were already applicants for masks and shields. And so we knew that we had something. And with e-commerce and social media, we went straight to IG and literally have been booming ever since. Okay,
so we have Unlimited L's breaking this down for us real quick. It says new former Facebook and Nike DEI official has been sentenced to 5 years in prison after defrauding her employers out of more than $5 million. How do you get away with something like that? First of all, honestly, that's a lot of money to go unnoticed in my opinion. But hey, you know, when you're Nike and you're a $1 billion company, yeah, that's like $5 to them. Anyhow, Barbara Furlow-Smiles, 38, of Marietta, Georgia. What's going on with Georgia? Damn. Was sentenced to 5 years, 3 months in prison, followed by 3 years of supervised release. Furlow-Smiles used her position at the company to fake business deals in exchange for kickbacks, stealing more than $4.9 million. She used access to corporate credit cards, phony paperwork, and her authority to make purchases and approve invoices for vendors to commit fraud. Oh, so everybody was in on this. She even had her friends in on this. Where they at? She was also ordered to pay restitution in the amount of $4,981,783.58 to Facebook and $121,054.50 to Nike for the total of $5,102,838.08. Furlow-Smiles was convicted of wire fraud on December 11th, 2023 after she pleaded guilty. I'm genuinely curious to know if she hangs out with Fannie Willis. I want to know. I mean, she's in Georgia. Marietta is probably no more than maybe a half hour tops. Not even that far from Fulton County at all. Because my mom, she's right next to Marietta. I'm over here in Fulton. Like, we right. Yeah, man, they got to be chilling. Biden says that they're entitled and they believe it. Never mind the fact that he's a spineless liar, shamelessly pandering for years is what they want to believe. Is somewhat somebody wrote up under here. If she hangs out with Fannie Willis, they're practically neighbors. Somebody wrote. These sentences are too low. Somebody else wrote. Hold on, let me bring y'all to the screen so y'all can see it with me. These sentences are too low. What else? It looks like they are wearing adequate space helmets, preparing for their departure back to the home planet of Wakanda. Whoa. We're gonna read a few more. Color me shocked. Unusual suspects. Couldn't happen more to a more deserving company. Somebody else wrote, how the hell did she get a job at Nike after pulling this? Did anyone check for references? Apparently not. So how did she do it? As Colin Rugg, laid it out for us. She would pay her friends by linking PayPal, Venmo, and Cashapp accounts to Facebook credit cards for services that never got delivered. She was out here scheming. Hey, while we talking about Fannie Willis, this is the type of person that you should be investigating right here. Right there. I mean, I know she out of the Fulton County, but these are the types right here. After she paid the friends the money, she would get kicked back to her. She then used the money to, quote, fund a luxury lifestyle in California, Georgia, and Oregon. Oh, she out here. She statewide. She almost nationwide with this thing, huh, y'all? Whatever video this is, let's just watch it real quick.
I've always lived a passion-driven life. It dates back to just my time in high school. And that is what lit that fire in me, because I knew intimately what it felt like to be left out and not have a voice. And I said, you know what? My life now on is to make people feel included, to make people feel like they had a voice. I am currently the Global Inclusion Program Manager for our diversity engagement team. And I literally am hired to make sure people have a sense of belonging here. It's so fun because in this space, in this work, it's all about just behavior change, and that takes some time. But when you see people's behavior change because of something that they didn't know, that they now know, that transformed their life, that's the only thing that I need at night. That makes me super happy. So really be open to opportunities and know that your mind may change. But won't change is inherently what's inside you, of what you feel like you were destined here to do.
Or she'll just keep the change. Change ain't inside nobody pockets around her. Change ain't in your heart. If you got change, she taking it. She robbing you. But man, here you go. You know, somebody right here who's just doing too much, man, and also just making us look bad. I'ma just say it. I'm gonna call it just like it is. This is why we gotta do away with the whole DEI hires. And before you sit here and say, oh, he's using DEI as a racist slur term, because you know that's what people say, DEI. Well, some people actually use DEI as a racist term for like a black person who don't deserve a job. But yeah, I'm actually using it for the literal definition of it, right? This is why we don't want DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. We want people to be able to get in their positions based off of merit, based off of hard work. I believe in equal opportunity, just not equal outcome. But this is her. They said, let's check in on the black diversity hire manager at Meta who just pled guilty to stealing millions from Facebook for over 4 years. She explained how Facebook let her design and create her own job.
I've been in diversity and inclusion my entire career. Started with being at MTV Networks. And so what I'm doing here at Facebook is managing our employee resource groups. You know, we have a team of folks and we have partnerships, et cetera. I'm looking after the Black community, the veteran community, and the Native American community, which is really, really cool. I've been there for 4 years, so I've had different types of roles and been able to stretch. I also am doing some special projects. So I led our Juneteenth celebration that we did last year. I'm continuing doing that. I'm partnering with our learning and development team to work on some cool racial social justice programs. I'm also partnering with the strategic partnerships team with a Facebook watch show. So, I mean, it is the perfect place for me. Someone who is very creative. You know, for me, I like to have a blank canvas to draw on. I can't have rigid. I can't have automated. Like, I have to be able to create, and I am a designer, right? And so I'm able to design my role. I'm able to design my job. And that's the flexibility that Facebook allows and gives me to showcase that if you see an opportunity, design it. Right? You are the architect. And I learned that when I was young, that you have to be the architect of your life. Design with the life you want. And so I'm currently in a company where I'm designing what that looks like for our internal employees. And so I'm able to really empathize authentically.
Empathize authentically to what? Well, at least we agree on one thing. Your decision and your creativeness and your choices led you to the position that you're in. I mean, at least you understand and agree with that. Much respect for realizing that. Maybe not in the way that it turned out, but y'all, this is all I know so far. I will give y'all updates as they update.